Okay, let me respond to that question. The question is matchmaking wrong in relationship or in marriage? Matchmaking, is it wrong in relationship or in marriage? Number one, you need to find out the idea of matchmaking. Now, matchmaking didn't start today. For instance, in the days of our fathers, there had already been matchmaking. When a parent, sometime even before the kids were born, there were no scanning then. So this dad and the other dad would just meet and they would say to themselves, we are friends, or we have what business ties to the other. If your wife puts to bed and my wife puts to bed, if you have a girl and have a boy, my son will marry your daughter. And it was most of them honored their words. Sometimes those children grow up because they were absolutely obedient to their parents, not like our days when children have less than 30% respect and honor to their parents. Okay, so it was, whether you like the girl, whether you love her or not, was your parents loved the girl, the marriage we heard. So matchmaking came long ago. Sometimes it is when a man just in the market just met a woman or just met a daughter and say, wow, it's one of my son in Kaduna. And I would like this your daughter to be my son-in-law. Do you know, during those days, sometimes they would even inform this man that they found a wife for him. In some cases, they informed the guy, they asked him to come over to the village to come and see the bride they've chosen for him. But also in some cases, they never did that. What they did is, they will just, maybe the dad or the mom of the young man will just take the lady, boom, city here will come. And they will just meet you and they say, Obina. Her name is Uloma, and she's the bride that we have chosen for you. You have no choice, okay? Then some of these things we are actually working because most of these young men believe in the ancient way, believe that their mother knows more than them in marriage. They believe their fathers knows more than them in marriage. So even if it's not really what they wanted, but as long as their mother or their father or maybe their close auntie, their close relation was involved, they believe that close relation would have do the necessary inquiries, yes, for bringing such a wife. So matchmaking is not absolutely wrong, but we must understand that there are some things that were involved in matchmaking that made it work. One of such things that we cannot discredit was there were this process of inquiries. Because before my father would meet a woman outside and her daughter and approach the woman, inquire, where is your home? Where is your mother? Where is your husband? Where is he from? He says he's from so place. What's his name? Mention his name. Oh, that family, a great family. So there were stories. How is the family? Then the next thing that the man would do is the man will probably look for someone who knows that family very well, even if they are not from the same clime. They will travel to that place. They will look for someone that will tell them truth. But not now that people are filled with lies. Not now you can buy people over with money. So they look for people, someone who who will tell them, the mother is a good woman, the father is a good man, and that you'll get, wow. Sometimes you choose a lady in those days for your child, and after, when you go to inquiry, they tell you that that one is bad, that it is the elder sister of that one that is a good girl. And you still have the right to go back to these people and tell them, I told you about my son, that it wasn't about my son. Is saying that he will prefer the elder, since the elder is of all, they will say he will prefer the younger. Depends on their character, so you understand that. So, and those parents, they knew how they brought up their made children. They knew what their made children can do. They know the area, so they can see a lady and the character they describe of such lady. Say, my son will not be able to cope with this one. I know my son, he has some temper. So if this guy is not a very calm one, he's not going to be my son. Is a very temperamental someone. So they really knew who their children was. So they can make inquiry and know what will fit their child. And then the second thing that we find that must be there before matchmaking is good also is, let us not forget that there was this quality that was in ladies then. Ladies were ready to learn. Ladies value man. Ladies respond to the man as though he was their God. You understand that? So they fear the man, they respect the man, they adore the man. So once they are present in such marriage, they were able to tolerate all kind of mess. And you see, such tolerance that they tolerated was what made most of the men love them. Because there is one thing about a man. A man loves where he will find peace, where he will find joy, where he will find comfort. You understand? So in matchmaking, there is a need for, if you are going to matchmake someone, or whether they are matchmaking you, there is a need for you to make inquiry, whether you are the lady or whether you are the man. Don't be blinded by love and say we were matchmaking. Don't blame somebody who matchmake you, because the person didn't know much about you, neither does he know much about the other partner. So it's your responsibility. Once you guys have been able to meet each other, nobody is going to force you into the marriage. You can still say, I need 6 months to prepare for this marriage. You say, I'm going to pray about it. You say, I'm going to work on my one or two things. You understand? 6 months. And then within that period, or 1 year or so, the period of courtship. Courtship is important. Courtship is important. For some certain reasons, courtship is important. But the length of the courtship, I don't really think it's important, because the truth is, with the right buttons, with the right moves, you can meet a lady today, and all that you would have discovered through courtship, you can discover them in 1 day. Now somebody's going to say, how is it possible? Listen, you can go to a friend's place and you meet, maybe for example, I have a friend who's close to me. He decided to visit me, and he comes to my neighborhood and meets a girl, see a lady for the first time, and tells me, I just meet a lady, Choma. She's beautiful. I like her. What do you think about her? I say, which Choma? He said, this Choma. Describe the Choma. And I saw the Choma. Wow. I said, wow. Bravo. You have chosen well. You have good eyes. Because for the past 3 years that I've been in this neighborhood with such a lady, she's calm, she's respectful, she's hardworking, so she has a good. So because I am there and I have been observant to this lady's characters, within 1 day, I can assure you that I can give all the information about her, because characters don't lie, they speak for themselves. So if you have lived in a house, if you've seen someone who have lived with someone in a house for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, that person was actually helping you doing the verification all this year. Because ladies, no matter how they can hide their character, when it comes to their house where they live, they cannot hide those characters. So one of the best things that you can do in courtship, or when your courtship, you don't have time for a longer period of courtship, you just look for someone who knows that person for the past 2-3 years, and see if they ask some questions. I remember one day, I and my wife had owned a shop, so I was sitting with her in the shop, and there was this young lady that used to pass. So I told my wife, I said, this lady, I said, if I had a brother who was not yet married. I will do whatever it is within my power to make sure that my younger brother get married to this lady. She said to me, why do you say so? I said, this lady that I'm seeing is a wife material. This lady is a wife material. Do you understand that? And not even up to 1 year, the lady got married in a place where people have, not that she's the most beautiful. You understand? Not that she's the most intelligent in the vicinity, but the character, her character, the Bible says, the fruit. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 30, verse 31, he says, her character will speak for her. Is it 31 or 31? He says, her character, for her characters, we praise her at the gate, the fruit, give her the fruit of her work. You understand? So it is important that we understand the process of matchmaking. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with matchmaking. But young lady, if you know you cannot work on your character, don't allow matchmaking. Sit down there. If there's no one that comes for you, marriage is not do or die affair. If you are not ready to be submissive to a man as a young lady, you know that if you go into the house of the man, you are not going to be ready to tolerate a man. I can't tolerate any man. Just go and sit down. Marriage is not meant for you. A woman came to me for counseling, and she was telling me how the man beats her almost every day. I was angry because I hate when men are beating up women. And one of the things that was in my mind was I should just go and use police to pick this man for always beating up. This is abuse in marriage. How can you be abusing and oppressing a lady just because she's marrying to you? And then something thinks to me, I will say something because I'm teaching in public, not through a spiritual class. So something said to me, can you look at the woman and ask her some questions? So I paused and I looked at her. I said, how does your husband used to come from work? She said, usual, we just come from work, hungry. I said, which position does your husband used to meet you? You say, I will be in parlor doing what? Say, watching television. I said, what is the next? He said, when he come, I will greet him. I said, after greeting him, was nothing. I said, do you so ask him, are you going to bathe before you eat or eat before you bathe? He said, I don't get time for that, those kind of things. I said, when the man wants to beat you before he start, what does he used to do? He said, the man will just come, he said, where my food? And I will just ignore him and go to the kitchen, bring his food. After he eats, he will say, come and carry this. Where are you? Come and carry this plate. So he will just be looking for fault. I said, my dear, don't you think that you have to change? I said, this man wasn't like this from the beginning. He said, no, the man was good. I said, I see a woman with a bad character who has turned a man into a monster. Please, women, stop turning your husband into a monster. Every man has a monster inside of him. If you drive the man badly, you will bring out that monster. If you drive the man goodly, you will kill his monster. Even I that I'm here, I have my monster. Believe me, everybody has a demon. Everybody have a temperamental issue, anger issue. Every man has it. Every man has a level of stubbornness. Remember, man is naturally a stubborn creature. Man is more stubborn than goat. Man is more stubborn than lion. Man, go and check the history. In the olden days, men kill lion. Men go out to hunt for lion, even though they know that lion was a great and a killing machine. So men are brave. So don't think that because you are coming to the man's life, you can do anything. Don't turn the man to a monster. Don't let him bring out the monster side of him. You understand that? And then I was talking to the woman. I said, can I give you an assignment? I said, I want to give you an assignment. If this man comes back from work today, as you are in the parlor, when he comes up, get up from where you are sitting. Go close to him and tell him, my husband, welcome. She was looking at me. I said, then follow him into the bedroom as he's going to drop the bag. And then with a calm voice, ask him, how was your day? Then whatever the response it is, try to maintain calm and follow him. He said, no, me, I cannot do that. To follow one man. No. I said, you can't do to follow one man. I said, my dear, get out of my sight. I don't talk to people like you. No. And what she was doing, and they see if I come to him, he will advise me for my marriage. Is it for me to cancel you for your marriage, or is it for you to be ready to follow my prescription? You are sick, you go to hospital, you want the doctor to treat you the way you want to be treated? No, the doctor treats you based on what he knows and based on his prescription. Okay, so generally, there are so many issues about marriage, but you see, with experience and guidance, we can walk you through the dark stages of marriage. And the other questions that I'm going to be responding to is the issue of, I don't have a problem with my husband, but the problem is with his mother. I don't have a problem with my husband. My problem is with his mother. Excuse me, sweetheart. You must understand that you are a woman. You are going to give birth also. And it could be a man, and that man will marry. So when you are going to treat your mother-in-law, before you think about your mother-in-law, you must understand first that an African man does not joke. He's not joke with his mom. There is that love, that motherly love between every person and their mother. So this woman has known this young man for example, 25 years, 30 years, depends on the age. And this woman has managed every aspect of this young man. This young man is already know the mother, trust the mother, believe her. How long do you know this man that you think that the man will just trust and believe you beyond how he has? I mean, if here's a woman, you say, my husband doesn't trust me, he will trust what the mother said instead. My husband doesn't believe in me, he will believe what the mother. This man has been with the mother for the past 30 years probably, and his mother has never misled him. His mother has never lied to him. His mother has always defended him. In the place when you are attacking, the mother is defending. In the place where you find fault in him, the mother encourage and counsel him. So you expect the person to train. So the best place, the best way to take the place of your mother-in-law is not for you to do competition with your mother-in-law. It's for you to look at what are the things that your husband says about the mother, that your husband believes about the mother, that made him love the mother and cherish her. Because when these qualities that are in the mother are found in you, believe me, you will soon replace the mother. So the both of you are going to be like, the man will like, who should I talk to? If I tell my mother, this is what my mother will say. If I tell my wife, the same thing. So you are going to have a house when your husband believes he has two mothers. Believe me. So your husband will not believe he has two moms. So when things are going on, he say, okay, is it the older mom I should talk to, or is it the younger mom? So you should understand. So you don't just think you can come into somebody's life and overnight the person trusts you. You understand? Even, for example, a person like me, when I got married to my wife, I still trust my mom. No, I trust my mom. I remember one of the things my mom told me is, no matter what, make sure this marriage work. You understand that? He's telling me no matter what, make sure, even if this lady is not good, make sure this marriage work. And when we start, like the first month, second month, the hardest moment of my marriage to date has been the first 2 or 3 months. So, because I'm not a person who I don't usually talk when I don't want to talk. I can be in the house with you from morning to evening. I won't talk. I love walking than talking. If I'm not reading, I'm not praying, I'm not working, I'll prefer to sleep. Or if there is maybe a hot American moving film that I'll be watching, and I don't like to be distracted. So getting married to my wife, the first month, second month, it was like two strangers we are at home. So, and most of the things that I was actually doing was this was the first time we are really coming close. So I wanted to find fault. I wanted to know where I have fault. So most of the things that I did, that I thought we were going to get her provoked, I intentionally wanted to get her provoked. Let me see her so that I know how to handle, how to build myself concerning her, or build her concerning me. And one of the things that I found out was that she, no matter what, she would just keep quiet. Sometimes she would just laugh. Sometimes I'm coming home, she would just greet me. I would say, Sometimes just good morning, I would say, Okay? So she would just like, she doesn't care. She will keep talking. Whatever she want to tell me, she tell me. So one day I just asked, I say, woman, I said, why is it that even when I am wrong, you don't take it as though I am wrong. You keep doing what you are doing. She said one thing to me. She said her mom told her that you don't kill Yesa, that nobody beats Yesa, that if you are marrying to a man, the man is the sir, that whatever the man say, tell him yes sir. Now after a while, the man will come to his senses. I say, you caught me right there, because I've been doing some of these things intentionally. Some of you ladies should know that test does not stop on a blackboard. Test is not only in the school. So many things that you do that men can do, some smart men, they do just to test your capacity, your capability of handling situations, okay? So I said, oh, you got me there. So that's why you are saying Shas. I said, okay. And since then, all these things that I was trying to do to provoke her, I ceased, because I already know her response. I know that her response would make me look like a fool. You understand? You know, when you just look at somebody, you just tell the person, what's your problem? Why can't you understand some things? The person look at you and say, okay, I'm sorry. So you just sit down and look at her. But you mean that I'm trying to provoke her and she's not saying anything? So you now look like the fool. So smartness. Mother-in-laws are priceless child. No matter how you think your mother-in-law is wicked and dangerous, she's only been jealous, because she's just feeling that somebody is coming to take her place. So how to handle a wicked mother-in-law or a stubborn mother-in-law is make her your mother. Just look at her as if she was your stubborn mom. How would you have handled her? Follow her like you will follow your mom. Remember, you are not going to live together forever. So the problem will only start when she comes around. When she leaves, everything comes to normal. So it's very important. And then, to the husband of such home, you must realize that you are married. You must realize that you must have some respect for your wife. And the respect that you give to your wife, this respect are going to be determine how your mother also treats your wife. You must let your mom know that there's no need for unhealthy competition. That she is your mom, and that you respect and adore her position, be your mother. And you must try to see how you make your mother love your wife. Because you have a role to play. You are the person at the center of this whole issue. Make your mother love your wife. Make your wife love your mother. Like in my case, in my own case, there's no how my mom should have even be an enemy of my wife or my wife. Because my wife knew how much I love my mother. So she won't even bring her topic. She won't even bring her topic. If my wife had an issue with my mom, probably she would rather discuss the issue with my mom and settle it with my mom than talking about it to me. The same thing, if my mom knew I placed what do you call it? I put bad line. I put what do you call it? Demarcation line. I put lines. I put limits on. I put boundaries. Thank you. I put boundaries on issues between my mother and my mom. So if an issue happened, my mom would even report to me or report to any member of my family. She will call my wife directly and tell her how this happened, why. My wife will explain herself, and they will settle the matter. Sometimes it is only later that I will even learn that probably your mother said your wife to so place, and this was what later transpired. I hope the matter did not bring quarrel. I said, I'm not even aware of that thing. I'm not really aware of those things. So they know how to settle themselves. You see, when the two women know how to settle themselves like that, the husband will be saved. Now, the next question, which is going to be probably the last final question, is how do I handle the issue of when I need my wife, she's not available? or when I need my husband, he's not available. But the question actually is they live together, but one tells somebody I'm not available. Please, to the both party involved in this. Now, these questions were generated from the teachings we'll be doing just a few days back now, okay? Now, to the both party, I'll tell you this. I want to tell you the benefit of sex. When the man gets to climax, the brain of the man shut down, and it takes like 3 to 7 minutes for the brain to peak. Now, when we mean shut down, I mean all the stress, all the anxiety, all the trouble that we are in the man's mind, they actually receive calmness when the man comes to the climax. Okay? So when you say that your husband comes home from work, have an hectic day, the best dose that you are supposed to give to your husband is actually sex. Because that is the Panadol, that is the paracetamol, that is the, I don't know name of drugs because I'm not good with taking drugs, okay? But these are pain relief that your husband needs after a hectic day. So as much as you can give it, give it. That's why some of you know, some of you will testify, will admit to this, that after 1 round, 2 round, most 2 round, if married couple, the man fall asleep, gets tired, wants to rest because he's relaxing. You understand? He relax and sleep well, better than if he had not done that. Because it's like when a computer is shut down. Now, when the computer is malfunctioning, what you do, you shut it down. When you shut it down, it reboots. Either you shut it down or you click reboot. And the process of reboot, what reboot does is that it shut the system down and pick up again. So there could be some things that are making the system. So the brain of man can malfunction. You understand that? And that is why you hear some people say the best place to settle quarrel between you and your husband is in the bedroom. Because when you deal with him there very well. Listen, women, stop nagging your mouth. Prove your power in the bedroom. And your husband will know that you are a woman. The man too, don't use sponge. If you are a strong man, prove it in the bed. I want to show my wife that I'm a strong man. If you show your woman in the bed that you are a strong man, believe me, in her heart, he will always, whenever you are coming, this strong man, or they come, he'll be proud of you. Men who are not proud of their wife, one of the things could be if they are not good in the bedroom. So the question that we are responding to still remains that if I am a husband and you are my wife, and my wife is not giving me what I want, probably sometime when I want it, she's not in the mood, okay? Then when she's in the mood, she wants me. I may want to be retaliating. Maybe when I want you yesterday, you were not in the mood. I knew what I passed through myself. So today you are in the mood. I will let you have a taste of what I also went through yesterday. So by the time that is beginning to build up, you see pride is coming. Everybody want to say, I will prove you to you. But let me tell you, you are gradually driving yourself outside. You are gradually driving yourself outside. So by the time your man go outside and have his feel, come back to the house, you expect him to give you something. He has nothing to give you. He has already given what he have outside. Do you understand that? Now, another thing is, the man, what is the condition of your body? Condition of your health. The woman, what is the condition of your body? The condition of your health. It is very important that we also talk about this. You understand that? I will not go in detail, but what I will say is, women, please make sure that you don't have sex with your husband. Try to calm the issue down. If I tell him you are pressed, you want to make use of the toilet, tell him, so that immediately he allows you go into the toilet. It's not that you want to go to the toilet, just go there, take a bath and come out. You'll be fresh. Every man that have a good austere love their wives when they are fresh. where nowhere, there cannot be where there has been a sweat. There cannot be anywhere that there is smelling. Even your body temperature changes. Immediately you bathe. Wow, the body temperature changes as a woman, and the man will love that moment. Then also I will tell men, it's very important before you make sex, clean up. I bathed just 1 hour ago. I will say bathe again. Yeah. You say, but I don't have body odor. That is your nose telling you that. My wife say I don't have the body odor. Your wife will not tell you the truth. Bathe again. Put water. Go into the toilet. Freshen yourself. You even have more strength. Because one of the things that discourage the bedroom is odor. Is it mouth odor? Body odor? Some of these body odor, they are not really that you have body odor, but because you have sweated for like the past 1 hour, the sweat have a way, it brings out the odor in a man or in a woman. More especially in the private place of a woman. Okay? So no man want to enjoy. And women, when you wash yourself in the bedroom, do it very well. Your body belongs to you. Put water inside yourself. Use your finger. Put your finger inside yourself. Clean the place very well. In fact, after you wash it, put your hand inside there. Smell it, perceive it, whether there is odor. If there is odor, wash it again. Wash it until there is no odor that comes out from there. So that as you serve, the food, the atmosphere will be chilled. Okay? It's very important. Then, another thing I will also say is, men, you must have time for your wife. Otherwise, you drive her outside. All this your belief, if I catch her, it's a foolish woman that you will easily catch cheating on you. That thing, no, they talk, does not have voice. They'll tell you somebody entered me today. Little 30 minutes of I'm going to market. Your wife can have 5 minutes, 7 minutes work done outside. I come back, you would know. Say, but that is, go and sit down. You think the gods does not have eye. They don't see that you are starving the woman with sex in the bedroom. You think that God Almighty, the creator of heaven, does not see that you are not performing well. You are not doing your conjugal activity, responsibility. Let's not complicate issue in the name of religiosity or in the name of culture. You understand? There are people conscience cannot work for. Culture does not clean heart. When people have genuine reason why they do things after they have tried and endure, the gods can do nothing. I say it. The gods can do nothing. It's when the lady begins to get involved in these things, maybe because of logatron or because of money, that the gods will speak. Because the woman will tell you now, only once and that you believe it. God, sit down. The 21st century that we are, you must understand, by the exposure to social media and all sorts, the world is turning upside down. So if you don't feed your wife, somebody will help you feed her on the bed. And you young lady, if you don't feed your husband, there is one principle that I believe in. Uchobelefu know the hungry. By the time you feed him in the night, and 5 a.m. in the morning, when you wake him up, in fact, you are the one that wake him up before morning. You give him your morning devotion before he will take the morning devotion. He will just find that you are on top of him. By the time you give him one morning, one evening, he goes to work. The body wants to get up. The body no one go. See, have you ever found out that if you feed your child, they go outside, even if the food is in their eye is on the food, but there will be no space for the food to enter. I hear some women say sex na food. To men, sex na food. To men, sex is food. If you don't give it to your husband, you are starving him. And when he's hungry, believe me, there are many of them out there who are just looking for somebody. Don't push him away. That is the third question that I have responded to today. Man, woman, make sure that you cook and eat to your satisfaction in your bedroom. If you are a man that you cannot meet up the requirement of your wife in your bedroom, I think you should meet some people who have understanding in these things. let them put you through. If it's a medical condition, visit a doctor. But believe me, most of these things are not really medical condition for men. They are psychological condition in the life of a man. So when you understand how to work on yourself, you will surprise that everything become normal. Some of this respond to the teach we each, the works that we do. You understand that? So if you know how to do one or two things, the ministry of the bedroom will be great. And when that is great, you have been able to secure your marriage. It is important. Don't allow loopholes in the bedroom. Don't allow deficiency in the bedroom. It's going to work and kill your marriage. Why do you think evil pastors, they're having problems in their marriage? Why do you think that evil pastors, they're having children in their home, that someone else is the father? Why? And sometimes we men, we just want to blame our wives. We just want to blame women. We love blaming women for too much. The same way women love blaming men. Look at what you have been putting forth. Look at what you have been putting forth. You don't tell me you will know the sexual libidos, the range, the measure of the sexual libido of your spouse. If your wife is someone that wants it every day or wants it twice every day, you don't tell me that you don't know that your husband loved. You should be able to know, hey, my husband should be hungry now. Hey, my wife should be hungry now. Just like at home, once it is 9 o'clock, you know that somebody need money for breakfast. Once it is 1:30 to, hey, this person go down, they need breakfast. What if it is 7:30, 8 o'clock, you know that this person food, this person don't eat, you go not be hungry. You are supposed to, this is part of what you learn when you get together initially, whether in Christian way or non-Christian way, whether you were a boyfriend or girlfriend doing it outside. You should know that this man, if we are meeting, if now once, the belleful now 2 times, then you know whether you are going to be able to cope before you get to the marriage. Then you should, the lady also should be able to know whether this man, if now once you do, they do me, unless you do the second one, I go do me. These are the things, can the man afford it? So these things must be checkmate. Yeah. And then lastly, about this same issue of bedroom, please, you explore more ideas to add to what you already know. Some men don't really know much, and they just carry shoulder. Some men think that the work in the bedroom is just do that. No, your work in a bedroom as a man is not to please yourself, it's to please your woman. Whereas the woman, your work is not to please yourself, it's to please the man. However, it is easier to please the man than to please the woman. So the woman, you must make sure you help the man in that place. So where's the man? Before the man is coming in, make sure you have already do some things that will put you in the mood, that will have done like 50% of the work, so that immediately the man is getting into the work. Within the next 3, you already should know the strength of your man, whether it's 2 minutes man or 5 minutes man, so that between if the person is, for example, 5 minutes man, within the average of 3 minutes, 4 minutes, that you should have dropped your own. There is nothing wrong in your husband doing what he's doing, and you are touching your sensitive part, so that you can achieve organs quick, whether whatsoever level, whether it's when you get to climax you come, or whether you are going to squat you want, that you want, whatever itch that you want. You know your body better than the other person, except you are ready to. Some women are very shy. They say, please don't remove shy. When it comes to bedroom, nobody is shy here. The man should be shy. Explore your wife. Know the points. Know everywhere. Touch everywhere. Don't off light. Know everything you are supposed to know. It's very important. Then the woman, don't see your husband you throw away. You are not a Adam and Eve that pluck leaves to cover their nakedness. You are not Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve cover their nakedness so that you will open your nakedness. Open your eye. See what you want to see. Touch where you want to touch. Hold it. Feel what you want to hold. It's very important. These are what make people marriage extraordinarily good. Honestly. So please, I want to beg each and every one of you of us that we can do more when we understand ourselves in marriage. Don't starve the man. You have no right to starve the man. Man, you have no right to starve your wife. It is very important. It is very important. Watch some movie, read some books. It is very important. Go and look for some hit books and read. Because I know in Christian folk, to watch an opposite gender nakedness is a sin. Like to watch porn is not too good, because even if it's not a sin, the major problem there is that there are spirits that are transferred, because these images that are in your head, they will begin in your head. You understand? Too much in your head and it can get you crazy. But there are books you can read. There are books on how to satisfy a man in bed. Go is there. Go some things. Men, bring something new to the table this new year. Women, bring something new to the table this new year. I myself, I do bring some new creativities into the table. What you get today, definitely you are not getting the next time I'm meeting. That is what make marriage. Don't allow a woman to conclude you before you start. I know this is no. Don't remain unpredictable. That is what make you the gallant husband of the house. Make sure that the woman can't predict you. You understand that? You are bringing in surprise into the system. You are bringing in surprise into the home. Woman, the same thing. Say me, I know me, my husband, no say I spoil. You not be him spoil you. I don't understand what's wrong with some women. Grow up. Be spoil for her. If you don't spoil for him, who's going to spoil for him? You want somebody else to go and spoil for him. Mind you, some of these men, they are still going outside. They are learning more skills, and they want to practice it on you. You can't allow them, and you want them. Some of them are reading after they have read. I remember this woman who used to copulate to me some time ago. Tall woman, beautiful. I mean, not tall, average woman, beautiful. Well endowed. Was complaining to me about the husband and was telling me about the lady that the husband was dating. When I look at them, I say, you fine, pass, you finish work past this one. What happened? And then I begin to ask questions. She's a type, she always tie wrapper. The man is coming. Welcome. I go say, bring the man food, tie wrapper. The man go back, come down, tie wrapper. You want to lie down, tie wrapper. I say, what's wrong with you? And when the man goes to work, you will put tie that show your waist. Married woman. Men in the street, people in the street, I say, can you see woman? But your husband is dating one tilapia that has no shape, one amweba that has no shape. It's because you don't know how to present yourself. So I just tell her, I say, the counsel you need, you don't need prayer. The counsel is counsel you need. The counsel you need, I can't do it alone. So we reprogram and reschedule. I brought my wife into this scene, and she was the interior force. I begin to ask questions, and I begin to talk. I begin to ask questions, I begin to talk, and I gave her assignment. I said, go and try out. A week later, she come around. He said, Pastor, I want to see you. I said, go ahead. She was smiling. He said, my husband has been asking me, who is spoiling me? I said, tell him he is the one that is spoiling you. And the man loved it. These are the things that the man is looking for, but you are just there like one. Yeah, how can you be ashamed of your wife, of your husband? It's not good, okay? So at this point, I can no longer continue because of time, so that we'll be able to attend to some other things that are already waiting for us. And I just hope that this discussion will reignite love in some marriages. I've just given an assignment to some of you. Go and do some research and go and make sure Madam, the back that used to be there comes back. Just go and make sure that man, that Madam is missing. Go and make sure you overplay the man. Let Madam say, today now you be number one on my role. It's very important. Madam, go and finish your guy. Go and finish your bedroom matter. Go and settle it. Go and settle it. Let your wife be proud of you. I trust my wife. Let your wife be able to say, I trust my husband. Let them have boldness. Honestly. So this is where we wrap it up today. I remain your marriage coach. My name, Seriki Emmanuel Ibiohai. You can search us out also on YouTube, and so that you can see all our messages, and you subscribe so that you can download those messages, those who you want to download. But when you subscribe, you are going to be seeing every post that is coming from this marriage table, and it's going to be a blessing to your relationship and your marriage. And there are some of you who are not even marrying now, you are not ready to marry now, but the knowledge you are getting now will help you. I remember I was preparing for 3 years. I'm not gotten involved in a relationship that want to lead to a marriage. 3 years I started preparing myself, reading, attending marriage seminars. That is how I can bring forth some certain things on the table. So it's very important, okay? Okay, so that's my name, and you can comment like people have been asking questions, even if it's not directly order this broadcast. You can message me separately on this Facebook account, so I'll be able to. If it's the one I'm going to answer you directly, I will answer you directly. Then if it's the one I'm going to teach, then I'll do a teaching on it so that more people can benefit from it. I am sure that those that ask this question will also see this video, because I've responded to their question lately, but I've expanded it to the general public now, because I believe that sometimes what is pitching one person could also be pitching other 10 persons. So I pray that the Lord God Almighty will see you through, that your marriage will not become a mess. Your marriage will become the best in town. Your marriage will be one that will be full of peace, unity, and success. See you on top. You are part of those people that we are believing in God to be able to affect your life this year with this message of campaign for wonderful home, campaign for wonderful relationship, campaign for wonderful marriage, wonderful relationship. So you are part of our vision, you are part of our dream. You can like us, you can share our videos so that other people can be able to see them. God bless you. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow, and be in charge of your life. God will help you in Jesus' mighty name.